Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Didn't mean that. Welcome back to the GallowgateShots YouTube channel. I'm sorry, Fabian. Don't worry, I've got about 6 more of these. It's alright, I've got a new printer. Great news. Welcome back to the GallowgateShots YouTube channel. Thank you to our sponsors, Emil Clothing, and it's not a great one to rate this week. Pretty poor game against West Ham United at the London Stadium for the Billy Bonds Cup, where we were runners-up for 2019. Can't wait for the next game. Billy Bonds, Billy Bonds, Billy Bonds. Bonds name Bond. 2-0 we lost to West Ham. Let's get on with it. Dubravka was in goal, as always, and to be honest, he was exposed for the first goal. It was a recurring thing this season where the defenders let him down, and he did go the right way for the penalty. He made some decent saves in the second half. To be honest, Dubravka didn't really cause us to lose, so fair play. 7 for him. It only goes downhill from here. Manquillo had a really poor first half. You know, he had a knock as well. And you know, there was some good attacks, some link-up play with Perez, but ultimately there was a lot of miscommunication. I think there was maybe one good move where he finally got Perez in behind and he missed. But yeah, he also ran into Perez, so not a great game for Manquillo. But I don't think he was the worst defender by far. 5 for him. Cher, who we've mentioned, sorry Big Fab, I love this guy, but he lost his market completely for that first goal. Rice was well above him, and even saw in all the replays, Cher was like, oh bugger. So yeah, that happened. But it was a real step down from recent weeks, which is a shame because he's kind of concealed any defensive errors with quite a decent attacking rate. He missed Lanzini running in as well on this one, as did the other two. 4 for Cher. He did go off early, which was strange from Rafa, but when we're losing, something needed to change. On came the new silver-haired Paul Dummett. See? Keeping up with the times, we don't change here. Should have really got a blonde wig. But yeah, Dummett looked okay. Nice hair, but that was about it. He stopped the ball in front of Arnautovic and he faffed around and nearly caused us a third goal, which would have been absolutely horrendous. Not on the pitch long enough, though, really, to get himself a rating. Lascelles was part of, again, a fully weak defence. I didn't think the back three looked very good at all. He made some dodgy balls, especially one to Richie, where it could have been very dangerous. And for that, Lascelles got it to 5. Lejeune started okay. There was some nice, strong early challenges, in particular the one just before Longstaff got his card. But the penalty, to be honest, it did look mild, but it was very last-ditch, and it reminded me a bit of the time he got the penalty against Southampton, if you remember that, which, again, cost us a game. Part of that weak defence, the defence was pretty shocking, really. 4 for Lejeune, on to Richie. Again, best of a bad bunch. I think he was one of our best on the pitch, to be honest. Not his finest week, but he was kind of nullified by West Ham. They sussed us out, and I'm going to mention this again as we go on. Richie did fight hard, and he got forward in some occasions. I think there was a particular move in the second half where he kind of got the ball back, kept going, pushed again, got the ball, and he was showing a bit of that fight, which we like to see. So 6 for Richie. Longstaff in this game, it's not the best we've seen of him, but again, we only got 45 minutes. It was a spirited half, perhaps too much on that tackle where he got a yellow, but it was a 50-50, which I didn't really understand. West Ham cancelled him out again, though, and I hate this whole thing of Rice versus Longstaff. It was a piss take, really, but yeah, this whole shushing the fans to keep everyone quiet about Longstaff. Longstaff is just as good as Rice, he just doesn't have as good a game. 6 for Longstaff. Diarme came on for him, and I think he did well to keep the balls at times. Again, like I mentioned about Richie, there was a move forward where Diarme kept a hold of it and then turned again, kept a hold of it. So good from him. Pretty slow getting back, though. There was a move from West Ham just before Arnautovic got into the box where Dummett faffed around, like I mentioned, and he struggled to get back in time. So not bad from Diarme. I think it was an okay subs appearance, so 6 for him. Hayden, really didn't see enough of him. I don't know where he was for 90 minutes, but again, I think it was just a part of that quiet game that West Ham gave us. We didn't really see anything happen. And it's an off day in recent weeks, so I don't want to be too harsh on Hayden, but 5 for him on this one. Almiron, again, another quiet game. I don't know where our team went. They just didn't turn up, as we're probably going to mention in the podcast this week. West Ham sussed us out. Almiron looks pacey, but didn't do anything to really change the game. The only positive is he got a full 90 minutes, so that's good. Fitness staying up. 5 for Almiron. Perez, back to wasteful end products for this week. He fell short far too many times and really should have tested West Ham more. In particular, the obvious chance where it went wide. you want to see those get on target or at least get to the keeper or the post or something like that. 4 for him. And Rondon, decent vision to find players as always. His hold-up play looks good, but he wasn't getting the support that he needed. It was one of Rondon's games where he steps right into the half and doesn't really have any cracks on goal. The only one he did have was the free kick, which obviously hit off the post. If that had gone in, it could have been maybe a really good final few minutes of the game, but it wasn't, and that's just the way things are, unfortunately. 6 for Rondon after some unlucky moments in the game, but you know what, it's fine. At the end of the day, this one player on that pitch who really played well, and it was Billy Bonds. 10 for Billy Bonds. You know, the West Ham quality show this week, I think we should have still done better, but nothing to go wild over given where things are in the table. I think we had a lucky escape this week with the way that results kind of went in our favour, and it's certainly looking like we are maybe up against a few teams for one space in that relegation zone at least. I don't think we're safe just yet, but we've got time to improve, and we might be able to retain some home form against Everton, who aren't exactly banging them in. So see you next time. Thanks, as always, for subscribing to the GallowgateShots YouTube channel. The lads are back with the All Smiling Faces podcast soon. More FIFA predictions, the away say, and you've also got... what else have you got? Oh, you've got to say thanks to Guillermo Clothing. I'm never going to say that name right, but look, there's Fabian. Fuck off Billy Bonds. Cheers. Good night. And God bless. And good morning if you're watching this somewhere else.